Hey everyone, Lauren here with Enlighten Together. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know I haven't put together a video for a couple weeks now, so I just want to say I hope that everybody had a great Christmas and I hope you had a happy new year. And I'm really looking forward to this coming year. Enlighten Together has come a long way over the last 6 months. I'm actually surprised with how Enlighten Together has developed. It's been a great 6 months and I'm really looking forward to the next year in developing Enlighten Together, developing viewership and networking and finding other people out in the world and other individuals and organizations that are similar to what we're doing here that we can bond with. I really look forward to this next year. I'm very excited. And I want to thank all of you, the viewers who have helped me develop Enlighten Together, who have contributed content, who have come to the show and communicated and shared your thoughts. All of you have really been a special part of Enlighten Together and will continue to be a special part of Enlighten Together and really the backbone of it. So I really thank you for that. And I thank you all for the support and the kind words that many of you have given me. And I want to give a special thank you to a viewer who wishes to stay anonymous. He actually made a significant contribution to Enlighten Together. So I'll show it here. It's a microphone, very official. So I mean, that's what I do most of the time is broadcast. That's what I love doing, is broadcasting on blog TV for the Enlighten Together show. So it means a lot to me for this contribution and really helps me improve the sound quality of the show, and I really want to thank you for that. So he does wish to stay anonymous, can't say much, but he's a very avid viewer who has been coming to the show for a long time. So again, I thank you for that. I want to let all of you know that you can all make a contribution to Enlighten Together somehow. Again, if it's coming to the show, if it's communicating or sharing your thoughts, or if you want to make a financial contribution, I have that option as well. I have all kinds of options to help out Enlighten Together. This does take time on my part, and I really appreciate all the contributions to help develop Enlighten Together and bring it up to the next level. I've posted the January videos. You guys can go to enlightentogether.com for the links. You can see the schedule of videos that we plan to discuss this month in the Enlighten Together broadcast. The videos are posted on enlightentogether.com under the calendar section, and you can also find them on the Enlighten Together blog TV channel where they are listed under the comment section there. And the links are there as well as other information. So for this month, I decided that I guess I was kind of confused on what I want to call the broad topic for this month, because so far we've been doing that. November was about the Federal Reserve, and we watched different movies about the Federal Reserve, and then December was religion, and this month I have said is spirituality. The featured videos that are going to take place this month, well, the primary one is spirit science. Spirit science has been recommended by a number of viewers. It covers a whole lot of topics about spirituality and consciousness and energy going on in the world. We barely just talked about the first hour in this past week, and so for the next 3 weeks we will be covering the rest of spirit science. And it gets pretty, in my opinion, I will say it gets pretty out there in terms of what many people view as the history of humanity, the history of Earth, and how we got here, how we function in our society. So it's a different form of information. But some viewers are really on top of this. Some viewers are really into this topic. And then, of course, we have debunkers that are just die-hard debunkers that won't take any of it. They want to put up information that shows how the information put forth in spirit science has not been proven. So I really like this. I like seeing both sides come together. I like seeing the support for it, but I also like seeing this other side of the table, and that is really what I'm pushing here. I'm not putting forth spirit science to say that I believe in spirit science. In fact, spirit science was recommended by viewers, by you guys. So you can't point fingers at me and say that I'm dictating what's going on in Enlighten Together, because it was recommended by viewers, and I have to say that it is pretty interesting information. But again, I'm not putting forth spirit science to say that this is fact, this is true, I believe in it, or anything like that. It's more of, this is really interesting and it's good to at least know about it, so when you meet someone who is knowledgeable of it, we all know what it's about and have something to talk about, and can actually think of questions, or good questions when talking to people who have interest in this. So that is primarily what this month, January, will be about. I thought it would be interesting to focus on it because we're at the beginning of this year, and I know that there's a lot of talk about December 21st, 2012, and things like that. So spirit science kind of touches on that topic and why that date is significant. So I know that there's a lot of different theories as to why that time of the year is important. Then there's also a movie that will be finishing up in January called Gnosis, the Secret Gate to Garden of Eden. I think that's what it's called. January was a long month. We have 5 Wednesdays in January. I look forward to discussing this with all of you, and I thank all of you for bringing forth different types of information, either supporting it or also bringing the opposition to it. Next month, February, will be about alternative living structures, which I am really looking forward to. And when I say alternative living structures, I'm not into construction. I don't really know the specific terminology, but I will say that it's about different structures that are different from what we commonly are accustomed to here in the United States, are the traditional home. These are unique homes that really utilize the resources to the best of their abilities. They use materials that work well with conserving heat, and so I know that one structure I would like to focus on is called the Earth Ship. That is an interesting structure that I've heard about from a few people. And then there's also the cargo containers that many people are now using for their homes and for even bunkers underground. That will be really interesting to focus on. And if you know any videos or any maybe discussions that you know of that are focused on alternative living structures, then please share them, and I will be sure to get them on the list for next month. Okay? So thank you so much. I also have been working on the EnlightenTogether.com page. I just added an extra page on there actually for my online marketing services. Those of you who are interested can check that out. I call it Ashlyn Web Marketing. I'm kind of debating if I want to leave the page there or see what impact it will have. Ultimately, I put it there because Enlighten Together is what I've been putting a lot of effort into over the past few months. People can see what I'm knowledgeable of, and I would love to start networking with people who also do online-based services like what I do in online marketing consulting or other forms, again, of online-based services, so that we can start building a network of people who have positive views, who really want to get out there and share information and be supportive of Enlighten Together. So you can go to EnlightenTogether.com to check that out. We are also on all of the social media platforms. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and Pinterest. So you can follow us on any of those accounts. I know some of the viewers have taken their own individual preferences for how to communicate, and some people, they prefer to communicate on Skype. Some viewers prefer to communicate via Facebook or Twitter. Whatever you prefer, please become a fan and follow us, and you can always share information that you come across. And that is a big thing that Enlighten Together is about, is user-generated content. Whatever I post on Facebook or whatever videos I feature, it is most likely recommended by a viewer for some reason, and so that is what we strive for here at Enlighten Together, is to build a community of people who are coming together to share information, who are active in communicating with one another and building this community that is optimistic for building a better future and developing the future, and really teaching one another that we are in control of what we are doing in today's society. Okay? So thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what you hear, subscribe to the channel, and again, you can visit us at EnlightenTogether.com.